Well, good evening, everybody. Hope all is well. How's everybody's Wednesday going this afternoon or this evening, wherever you may be? My name is Corey Sanders. I go by the name of Tallboy, and I'm here to provide you with some of the best tech news that I could find this week that I thought that you might actually be interested in. So we're going to just start it off. We're going to have a good time. Unfortunately, James is not going to be with us this week, and we'll discuss that a little bit more at a later time and date. But I just want to let you know that we're here. We're here to have a good time, and hopefully you'll learn something. The biggest thing out of all of this is I want you to be able to learn something, be entertained by it, and hopefully you guys will give me some feedback and interact with me. That's what I need. I really need some interaction today because I'm by myself. And, not only am I providing this information, but I want you to talk back and I'll post your comments on the screen. If you're watching on LinkedIn, if you're watching on Facebook, please come on over. If you look on my post or my previous post, you'll see where I have posted the link of where you can directly chime in with me and the other audience members that are out here watching as well. So hopefully you'll get a chance to hang out. You'll tell me how you feel and we'll go from there. All right. Well, we normally start off with what's new or what's your week in tech. If you guys have bought anything from a phone, headphones, or whatever, I got a few minutes that I would like to, you tell me what you think, or you're not sure, you're thinking about making a purchase, and what are my thoughts? I'll be more than happy to give you my thoughts on that. Unfortunately, I have not been to any stores. I have really been cooped up in the house, but today I did get out and I did go vote. So if you are thinking about, or if your city, state, or whatever is in the process of voting, I encourage you to look up your candidates and not only look up your candidates, see what platforms that they're running on, and make the most or the best informed decision for yourself and for your family. All right, that's pretty much it. So I think Sammy Superstar is in the building. What's up, Sammy, my man? And also, I believe, if I'm correct, Lisa Marie is here as well. We were trying to do something, but unfortunately, we'll have to try later and hook her up with some text. So, and then also I see Hit the Spot 1006 is here. So thank y'all very much, so much for just hanging out with me, and we're gonna go ahead and do what we need to do. With that being said, if you guys have not bought anything, if you guys have not, you're not interested in anything, we can move on to the next segment. But just know that the holidays is coming up. We've already informed you over the last couple of weeks that this is probably now the time for you to get out there and do your shopping, because anything that you order, if you have not been watching the news, just give you a quick heads up. Your packages probably won't arrive if they're being ordered somewhere, in another country. So find what you can find, do your research, see if you can get it, make sure that they guarantee that they can have it delivered by that date. And then also remember that the post office is also delaying the packages. Instead of 3 days, it's now 5 to 6 days. And they also went up on their pricing until after, if I'm correct, December 26th. And then it'll go back to the normal processing of the normal mail. All right. So with that being said, I'm looking at Lisa Marie's comment on the screen, and it says yes, back to Android. And it is kind of funny because she is a big time Apple person, and you guys all know me. I am not team iOS, so we're just gonna have some fun with it. With that being said, there is a thing that we do called, and I don't know if it comes up or not. Let me see. I don't know. Let me see. Did it come up? It's a stash stock party, and I don't know who the stash stock is. So while I'm looking, hopefully you guys will be claiming your stock as well. So for the ones who are thinking about investing or anything like that, today's stash stock is Mondelez. So Mondelez, if I'm correct, that's like a cookie company. If I'm right, I hope I'm saying. I hope that's right. Mondelez, Mondalez. So go out there and go get your Mondelez. I'm sorry. So go out there and claim your stock. Make sure you have your stuff right. Join the stash stock party and go on and Nabisco. That's what it is. So the cookies, crackers, all that good old stuff. If you are big into snacks and you're at the grocery store, why not go ahead and just get your share of your stock today? You only have an hour, so hopefully before this show ends, you will sign up for or go to Stash Stock and do the Stash Stock party as well. All right. With that being said, the holidays are coming up, and I need you guys to be aware of what's going on. Unfortunately, the government has put a mandate and to where people are going to have to be vaccinated by a certain time, and there's certain people, whether it's in law enforcement, medical, educators, even the TSA security, and even airline attendants and flight crews, they don't want to get vaccinated. And so we know that, unfortunately, the holidays are coming up, and we still want to make that travel happen for ourselves. And what are they going to do? There's no real plan that's really set in place right now, but I know that the government is working really hard behind the scenes as far as doing what they need to do to make sure that everyone is safe. But I want to put this story up, and I'm going to see if I can also get my timer to get up on here as well. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but Delta is over here doing the first ever TSA pre-check bag drop, and this is actually interesting, and I don't know why it stopped, why the video stopped, but you can now with facial let me see if I can get this right. There you go. We got the timer going, so let me get that, and there we go. So you can now scan your face. You don't have to touch anything. You literally go to a dedicated bag drop at the airport, at a dedicated spot, and then you literally scan your face. If you have TSA pre-check, you're a Delta Sky Miles member, and then you also have the app. You don't talk to anybody. You literally drop your bags off at a dedicated location. You scan your face, and it's connected with your known traveler number. I think they call it KTN. And then when you get to the TSA part, they literally take the face down. I mean, you take your mask down. I'm saying face. I don't know what I'm thinking, but you take your mask down, and they scan through the machine. You don't touch anything, and once they approve you, you go right on through. You go right to your gate, and then you instead of you giving them their boarding pass, you literally only scan your face again, and all that digital identity that the government has of you for the TSA pre-check members, you now are able to board the flight without doing anything. So somebody said, would I trust it? Yes, I actually would trust it. I'm going to read this article a little bit better, and so that way we can have a clearer understanding of what's going on. But this is the question that came up. But yeah, I would trust it. I mean, I've already done TSA pre-check. They already have my information. They've already fingerprinted me. So now you're telling me all I have to do is just be able to go right into just get in front of a camera. And when I get in front of that camera, my face automatically matches the same face that I took when I was with TSA. And then I don't have to stand in no line, and I can walk right on through. They even have it set up to where you don't have to take your electronics or your liquids out of your bags because you've already been proven. So, or you've been already been identified. So basically, um, the way the article reads is Delta Airlines is going to roll out a facial recognition pilot program in the domestic terminal of the Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport here in Atlanta next week, getting ready for the holidays. Basically, it is a hands-free and touch-free process. And basically, because of COVID, they decided to I can't even get the word out. Accelerated. Some people are worried about the privacy issues, but I mean, if you've already given the government your information, you might as well just go ahead and do what you're going to do. So it is what it is. Delta plans to launch the pilot as early as November 3rd. And basically, they said that it's an option for domestic travelers out of Atlanta who meet certain criteria that have a passport, are members of the TSA PreCheck Trusted Travelers Program, Delta Sky Miles members, and have their passport information and known traveler number in their profile and can check in via the Delta's app. Basically, they're also saying when passengers arrive at the airport, they can go to a new PreCheck express bag drop room with facial recognition camera stations to print out bag tags and drop their luggage on a conveyor belt on the lower level of the terminal. And then when they get to the security checkpoint near the Delta's check-in area, TSA has a one facial recognition camera where pilot program participants can have their identity verified without having to pull out their ID or boarding pass. Also, they have a camera at the gates or at its gates where those who are part of the pilot program can notify the gate agent during boarding to use the facial recognition instead of scanning the boarding pass. I mean, this is pretty cool for me. That means I don't have to touch you. I mean, for the people that are like overly like worried about COVID and catching anything, and I know the post office, not the post office, but the airlines have literally been safe. But I mean, you don't have to touch anything. You're literally just going. I mean, this is this is great. I'm reading the comments, and the comments are saying, somebody said, "Too bad I only fly Southwest." Yeah, that's true. And it's right. It's right out of Atlanta, but they're also going to do this program or this pilot program out of Detroit as well. So Atlanta and Detroit users are going to also get a chance to take part of this. Only Delta seems a little suspect. No, it's not that it's suspect, Lisa. It's the fact that Delta is headquartered here in Atlanta, and they know that TSA has a huge office here. And I'm pretty sure somebody said, "Hey, we have a program. Let's test it. This is a pilot program, and once we try it and it goes right, then other airlines are going to jump on that bandwagon." One, you're not talking to gate agents. You're not talking to, and now don't get me wrong, this is only for the people who have TSA PreCheck. This has nothing to do with if you don't have TSA PreCheck and you haven't given your information as far as your passport information, because you have to get your face scanned, you have to get your fingerprints. So just keep all of that in mind. This other question here says, absolutely, we've been giving up our privacy little by little, and now boom, here we are. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, awesome. What's going on? Matt Haas. I hope I'm saying that right. Awesome Wood Things. I think he's checking in. Hope all is well. But yeah, this is something that I personally would be ecstatic. That means you can get to the airport a little bit later. Because remember, you don't stand in lines. And if you have Clear and TSA PreCheck, can you imagine? Like, there's no line, no wait. You literally are the next person at the TSA PreCheck. Excuse me, at the TSA counter, and you go ahead of the people that have the TSA PreCheck. So if you have Clear and TSA, man, you can't go wrong. So that's just my personal opinion. I think it is a smooth process, and I think as you can see the images here that are on the screen, you literally drop your bags off, you literally scan your face, and then you literally do your bag drop, and then you go right. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, you really aren't talking to anybody. I mean, you literally tag your own bag, you put it on the conveyor belt, you walk to the TSA counter, you take your mask down, they give you the green check because it's already in the system, and then you're off to the gate. And when you get to your gate, you tell them that you're a part of this program. They scan your face, you're on the plane, and you're good. So I like this comment here. It says, makes me want to travel more. And I mean, now don't get me wrong. Let's make sure that we put it out there. You must have TSA pre-check. You must have the Delta app downloaded onto your phone. And you must also be a Delta Sky Miles member. So remember, this is a pilot program. So keep in mind that once this rolls out, you know that other airlines are going to say, well, they did this without any hiccups. They did this pretty much with any what is it? It's not turnover rate, but they took care of it with very little problems. Other programs or other airlines are going to want to jump on this as well. You tag your bags and you put it on the conveyor belt. So this question here, or this comment, so they won't be responsible for lost baggage. You checked your own bag. No, I'm pretty sure there's an agent that's going to be down there at that area. You're going to put the tag on your bag and put it on the conveyor belt. I'm pretty sure they're going to check to make sure you're okay before you actually go out there and just put anything on the conveyor belt. So if it's over 50 pounds, I'm pretty sure they're going to say, well, you have to pay this fee. Somebody's going to be aware that you went over your weight. You know that you can't fly with bags over 50 pounds without paying some type of fee. So that's just something to think about. I want you guys to understand that as the holidays approach, people or the government and the airlines are trying to find alternative ways. So, I mean, we're in the early stages of this. And since we're at the early stages, within the next 3 to 5 years, this is going to be a norm. Just like before 2001. Before 2001, we were all worried about, you could walk up to the gate. Now you can't get past security checkpoint unless you have some type of boarding ticket. So, I mean, this is only just making it smoother. That's just my personal opinion. I do understand that there are some security concerns, and anybody that is concerned about, well, they have my information. If you opt out, they automatically delete the record. So, I mean, it just seems as if that is the way to go at this point. So, my thoughts. I definitely appreciate some of the feedback that was given tonight, and on it. And my only question to you is: would you fly Delta just to do this program, or you're still looking for the cheapest flight? Put that in the comments. Help me out. All right, so let's move on over and to the next topic. And I know we were supposed to talk about this last week, and this is really, it took me some time. I had to do some research on it, and I knew a little bit about it last week, but I wasn't really sure. And I had a clearer understanding this week, and I'm still trying to figure it out. But Facebook is really about to start doing something really crazy in the near future. And basically, they're calling it, let me see if I can find that article. What did I do with it? Nope, that's not it. Okay, I can't find that article that I'm looking for. Give me 1 second. There we go. Here we go. Apparently, it's the next big thing. What is this thing that they call the Metaverse? How do I word this? Have you ever used a VR headset? Does anybody own a VR headset? mostly when you use these VR headsets, it's normally just to play games or watch a movie, which is pretty cool. Well, Facebook is saying, hey, you know what? We're about to do this thing called the metaverse. And it's not just Facebook. It's they're not the only ones that can do this. Now they have the infrastructure as far as the people to make it happen, but um, it's kind of like a virtual reality, but it could potentially be the future of the internet. And the way this article is stating here, and I kind of want you guys to see a little bit of it, um, it could potentially, be the new internet where you're literally putting on a virtual headset and you're in a universe or in a whole nother world, and you can connect with your friends, you can go to concerts, you can go to events, you can be in meetings. You basically create your own avatar. So for the ones that are in gaming, they understand what the avatar is, but you can do movies or just hang out with your friends. So you create your own little avatar, and you know how Facebook has the little avatars that you can create on your own. But just imagine that inside of a virtual reality world. And instead of being on a computer, um, you would use a headset to enter a virtual world connecting all sorts of digital environments. So unlike the current VR, which is, like I told you earlier, it was used for mostly gaming, you now are able to work, play, concerts, cinema trips. I mean, I know you guys have heard the word or the phrase NFTs being used recently. Keep that in mind. What an NFT is, it's not the physical product, it's a digital imprint of that product. So just imagine you have a piece of art and the art is priceless, the Mona Lisa. You can't put a price on it. But somebody can say, I have a digital imprint of the Mona Lisa and I paid $100,000 or $200,000 for this digital imprint. It's basically saying that you have a record of the Mona Lisa and it's yours. Imagine being in this metaverse and you're saying, hey, I'm now able, or I want to be able to um, play with my friends. I want to buy stuff virtually, Bitcoin. I can make purchases. Just imagine all of that being able to take place inside of this whole universe. Um, why is Facebook involved? Um, it's invested heavily in virtual reality through its Oculus headsets. They've even lowered the price on them. They've taken losses, and basically, it won't be built overnight. And right now, they have said that they're willing to hire 10,000 people to help build this metaverse, and it could take up to 10 to 15 years. Now, Facebook in the next couple of weeks, they're going to be changing their name and they're going to be saying we're going to be called something else. Just like Google is no longer Google. It's called the Alphabet. That's literally their new name, the Alphabet Company. They're going to change their name. So it would no longer be Facebook as we know it. So our generation, we know the world. It was MySpace, then came along Facebook. Now Facebook is going to say we're going to be this something called the metaverse. Nobody knows what that name is going to be, but they're going to be really taking the charge. For all the people who have kids and they love Fortnite, they kind of have an idea because multiplayer games have shared interactive worlds and they have some ideas in common. And they've held concerts, brand events, and more inside its own digital world. So just imagine all those kids that are out there playing on Fortnite. And while they're playing on Fortnite and they're saying their favorite rapper or their favorite music artist is on the stage or is in Fortnite, they're actually at a live concert. So this is going to be an interesting way, and I hope that I've explained this to the best of my ability. Somebody said, I like Facebook as it is. Yeah, I think we all do. But I think with the way the government is trying to regulate Facebook, it is what it is. And I think that they're going to do what they need to do to say, you know what, we're going to come out with a clean name and we want people to like us again. And there's some people who don't care for Facebook and they refuse to get on Facebook. And the younger generation is on TikTok. But now we have this virtual world that we're about to walk into. You're going to put this headset on and you can literally do everything. You can go to the movies and you can be with your friends that are in California, that are in New York, that are in Michigan, that are in another country. You put this on. I highly recommend, if you haven't checked out any movies, check out that movie Ready Player One. Look at that movie, see what that movie is about, and that is somewhat of a whole virtual world that was really a reality. Even though it was a movie and it was fictional, that's what they're trying to turn this metaverse into. And probably 15, 20 years from now, we'll be living inside of this. We'll be in the real world, but then we'll put this virtual headset on, and the next thing you know, we're in a whole nother world, and you can actually do physical transactions with it. Um, what they say, I like this comment. He says, Metaverse sounds dumb. Well, yeah. And basically, the kids get it. You're right. The grandkids will get this. Our generation, the generation before me, we're not going to get it. We're just trying to stay afloat. I mean, we love Facebook because we can reach out to our old high school friends and family members and coworkers. We can do that now. But just imagine you putting on this headset, and for somebody like Lisa Marie, who's like, I don't know anything about this virtual reality, and somebody says, hey, I got you. I'm going to walk you step by step. Do you want to go to the movies? And let's connect with my friends from college. Let's connect with my high school friend. Let me connect with, my coworker, and we're all going to jump into this metaverse and we're going to hang out together. Now, will you be able to touch and feel and get that actual physical, affection? Probably not. But just to know that you can talk with them and hang out with them. Look at what Facebook is doing right now with the Facebook portal. It's literally a monitor that they're going to be selling for the holidays, and you're going to be able to talk to your family members like the Jetsons. That's literally what you're going to be able to do. So, you may think it's dumb, but just imagine a whole world where you can make physical transactions. And when you take off your headset, and I think this is kind of why people are talking about Coinbase and Bitcoin and all of that, and people are investing now because they know that money or initial investment now is nothing compared to what it would be once the metaverse starts to hit. So they're investing and saying that they're going to make something a larger profit sooner than later. All right. So with that being said, that is the metaverse to the best of my ability. If I missed something, please put in the comments. But it's coming. That's right. I like what she said. It is coming. So just understand that I just want you to be aware of what's going on in this world. And like I said, our goal at the end of the day is just to educate you, let you know what's coming, and let you know of the latest trends that are happening in this world. So with that being said, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I need to do a better job, but it's the Lab Tech Show. And if you want to check out some of the old shows of where we talk about the latest things in tech, check us out at the labtechshow.live. So that's our call to action. Feel free to tag a friend, tell a friend about what's going on in the tech community. You may not know anything about what's going on, but I'm here to try to explain it to you, give it to you to the best of my ability. And I just want you to just know that, I want to answer your questions. I appreciate that comment. She said it was smooth. And, the funny thing about this is I'm just going off the top of my head. So I just see it. I envision it, and I just speak it. So it's the first thing that comes to my mind. So I'm not really thinking it out too much. It's the first. So if I mess up, I mess up. But thank God you guys like the the deep voice, as they call it. It's not Barry White, but it's the deep voice. That's all I can say. All right. I got one more topic for you. I'm not going to keep you guys here all night, but I do want you guys to understand that there's some things that are coming about. And I thought that this was definitely interesting enough that was that you need to probably pay attention to. Um, how do I word this? Has anybody that's watching right now, have they gotten on Clubhouse? Ooh, have you gotten on Clubhouse? What are your thoughts of Clubhouse? Please put in the comments. Have you tried it? Do you like it? What are your thoughts? Well, Amazon is saying, hey, we want to be a player. And Amazon is trying to corner the market in every way it possibly can. I mean, they're trying to corner it. And so Clubhouse was a big hit. And when they became a big hit over over last year, I want to say starting in August of last year to now, they've done their thing. But now Amazon is saying that they're working on a live audio app that says that it will sound like it will let anyone be the DJ of their own radio show. You heard me. Your own radio show. So if you ever said, I want to, talk about what I want to talk about, I want to be able to play music, because Amazon has the infrastructure, they can do that. They have Amazon Music. So they already have songs that have been cleared. And so now you don't have to worry about copyright songs and saying, well, I didn't get clearance for this. And now you can invite your friends, you can invite your family, you can invite your coworkers to whatever topics that you may want to talk about. It seems like the programming will include pop culture, sports, and comedy. And they're looking to bring in celebrities, influencers to host shows to garner attention, of course. And they're hoping that this will pick up. So just like you like to do your shopping, now you have an app that you can download, and you can, when you download it, you can say, you know what, every morning before I go to work, Lisa Marie, every morning she does a spiritual nugget that she gives out to to her community. She could literally say, I want to plug some gospel music to this on top of my spiritual nugget that I've made, and I'm going to give you some encouragement for the day. And then now people can start to follow her, and now she has her own platform, and now she's starting to build her own thing. If Sammy is still here, Sammy is like, hey, you know what? I want to tell you what's going on in tech, and I want to play a little Nirvana, or I want to play a little Tupac, or whoever. He can say, well, this is what's going on in his world. For Hit the Spot 1006, she likes to look at and lurk, and I said lurk, yeah, I said it, but she likes to mess around and see all the stuff that's going on as far as like the latest nonsense, as I call it, on Instagram. She could give the latest tea on whatever it may be and say, you know what, I want to have a hot girl summer, or a hot girl winter, or a hot girl spring. And she can play her Meg Thee Stallion, her Beyonce, or whatever, and have a good time with it. As my man said here, I tried Clubhouse for about 5 minutes, and now it's played out, in my opinion. So now, Mr. Awesome Wood Things, how about this? How about you talk about your woodworking? And when you talk about your woodworking, you can play your favorite music. No different from our guy in the UK who plays every Sunday. He can talk about whatever he wants, and you do your own thing. You'll be able to broadcast your shows on Amazon Music, Twitch, Audible, and Alexa-enabled devices. And Alexa-enabled devices are pretty much everywhere, or in almost everyone's home. Not mine, but probably in your home. And you'll also be able to interact with the shows even from your car. The report does not mention whether listeners will need Amazon Music, will need to be Amazon Music subscribers. So that's something that they have to figure out, and that's something to think about. So, would you pay for a subscription to be able to say you had a show or you're following somebody? Put that in the comments. Let me know. Would you pay for a subscription just to be able to say you had your own show to be able to promote your project or listen to somebody else's project? This is not the first time Amazon has tried to do this. They tried to do it over the summer, but it did not go so well. But they're giving out more details for this one. And this actual project is called the Project Mike. So keep that in mind. Also, Twitter, Facebook, Spotify, and Discord, they've all joined live audio spaces over the last year. But Clubhouse is kind of, taking the world by storm. And I mean, people are thriving on Clubhouse. Somebody said, if it's not too pricey, I would give it a shot. And that's something to think about because, see, Amazon has their base pricing, $14.99 or $15.99 a month for just Amazon. And I pay for Audible, which is another $14.95. And then they may do Amazon Music for $9.95. So maybe you let go of Audible and then you pay the $9.95 and you save you a couple of dollars, and then you can have your own show, and then subscribers or people can come over to the Amazon platform, and then now you're an instant star on their platform. Every platform is not for you. You have to find what's good for you. The people who are in business, it's probably going to be LinkedIn. If you like to hang around your family and friends, it's probably going to be Facebook. If you like to post pictures, it's probably going to be Instagram. If you want to do something real quick and micro content, TikTok. So now people who like to talk, Clubhouse. And as much as I like to talk, I do not like Clubhouse. So as Tony asked, what about copyright music? No, you don't have to worry about it because Amazon Music has already cleared the songs. So since they've already cleared the songs, you're just using what's in their library. You're not picking songs that you want. You're using the music that is out there that's already in their catalog. Here's another comment here from Awesome Wood Things. He says, if Amazon supposedly has the copyright issue figured out for this new service, why the heck can't they do it for 20? Well, you got to look at it like this. And I think that's a fair statement. In all honesty, that's a fair statement. With Twitch, people are promoting music, and for my friends that are DJs, I look at it like this, and this is no disrespect to them. You didn't ask for permission to do this, and you're benefiting completely off of the artist. At least with Amazon Music, they already know that they're going to get a cut off of every song that is played. They know the artist is going to probably get a cut off of every spin that is played. But you as a DJ, you didn't ask for permission. You literally got on and said, I want a party. I produce a show on YouTube called the Old School Tuesday Turn Up. We got copyright issues every week that we do shows because we rip the video. I mute the audio, I turn the volume down, and I play it, and we still get copyright claims because it's not ours. Now, even though we have that actual artist on the show, but the person who uploaded the video, they don't get a cut off of that show. Well, with this Project Mike program, they already have a catalog. And by them already having that catalog of music, they're already saying this artist is already approved to say that they want to be on Amazon Music. The more people play that song, if it's the Cupid Shuffle, or if it's the latest dance song, or it's the latest R&B, latest country song, or whatever it may be, people say, I got to play it. That artist is going to make that money. And that's just what it is. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I like this right here. well, I wanted to play Danish rock music. But remember, if you want to play Danish rock music, that's fine. But are you the actual owner of that music? I'm not knocking it, but if it's not your song, the artist wants to get paid. So when you go to Spotify, every time that their song is played, they get a half of a penny or whatever their payout is. That would be no different if you came over here to Amazon Music. The only good thing about this is, the only positive thing about it is you get an opportunity to pick the songs and have your own content, and you're creating your own show. And that's just what it is. So I don't know if I'm getting it right, Tony. You're saying you just want to play Danish rock music. Let me know. But just keep in mind that there's going to be rolling out in the near future Project Mike on Amazon. So just like Facebook is going to be rolling out the Metaverse, just like Delta is going to be rolling out the facial recognition, Project Mike is coming to Amazon. It's coming to an app near you, or to the app store near you. But yeah, you're right. It does come back to the money, and there's nothing that you can do about it because everybody wants to get paid. So just keep that in mind of what's going on in the tech community. I hope I was able to break it down. I thank you guys for commenting and letting me know what you thought of the topics. And please put in the comments, would you do Amazon Clubhouse? Amazon's Project Mike is Clubhouse's competitor. Would you do a Project Mike? I would love to know in the comments, what kind of show would you create? Let me know. I would love to know, what show would you do? And then that means any music that's in their catalog, you can have an upbeat party, you can have a gospel party, you have a country party, you have a song and dance, it's your show. Something to think about. So with that being said, I want to let you know, let me see if I can find this here. I think I passed it, and here we go. I'm on Roku and Fire TV. It's called TBE Media. If you got one of those devices, check me out. So, as you guys all know, well, my birthday gift, my 42nd birthday gift to myself, I went out and got a Amazon and Roku channel. And if you guys are on it, feel free to go over there to search TBE Media and check it out. And if you want to check out some of the old shows, this show will be on there. And as the comments pop up on the screen, you'll be able to say, hey, I was commenting. And as somebody that told me a couple of weeks ago that they appreciated the lab, I definitely thank them for watching and supporting the show. And my biggest thing is, I want to be able to interact with you. I want to be able to, bring some type of value to you, to where you walk away saying, I learned something more or something new in the tech community. So if you have a friend, you have a family member, or somebody else that might be interested, feel free to bring them on over here to the Lab Tech Show. My name is Tallboy. I'm just trying to break it down to you in plain English. I get it. Y'all don't understand. I don't understand what iOS 15 is. I don't know either, but I'm just saying I'm Team Droid. But my job is to break it down to you into the most simplest form to the best of my ability. And if I don't know, we're going to figure it out together. So if you have a friend, you have a family member that says, I don't know how to work this computer, I don't know how to do this. If you have something that's interesting that you want to use and you're thinking about purchasing it, send me a DM, send me a message, email me. The email is thelabtechshow@gmail.com. Just send me an email and say, hey, Tallboy, I'm thinking about getting this. I will help you. I'll go through, we can research it together and we can break it down, and you can let me know, what do you think? Is it worth the buy? or I don't know nothing about it. So what I don't want is for you to be discouraged. That's all I'm asking is please don't get discouraged when it comes to this tech. Understand that it is coming. The facial recognition is coming. So you might as well start embracing it now. And all I can ask you is just be willing to accept it. That's all I'm asking. I like this right here. My spin on Danes in America. When I asked that question, what kind of music would you have? What kind of music would you play if you had your own radio show? Awesome Woodthing said he would have an 80s party. So I don't know, Lisa, Prince, Janet Jackson, Tone Loc. Yeah, come on, man, let's do it. I would love to be a guest host. So and please invite me to your party. Uh, so I definitely appreciate it. And to all the people that are watching, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. It is so appreciated, more than you know. But hopefully you learned something as well. And that's what this whole journey is together. We're going to learn this. And I will say this, and I'm going to go ahead and put this out there now. Our last show for the year, unless things drastically change, will probably be the week before Thanksgiving. So we'll probably talk about a little pre-Black Friday specials or something like that. But then after that, I'll let you guys have the holidays to yourself. And then we'll probably resume either the Wednesday before New Year's or potentially the Wednesday after New Year's. So that is my plan on how I would like to do this show. But I need you to invite a friend next Wednesday. So I'm going to charge everybody that was here to just ask 2 people, hey, come check this show out. Let's build this thing out. Let's learn together. Let's rock out. Let's have a good time. And that's all I can ask. All right. Thank y'all so much for watching the show. My name is Corey Sanders. They call me Tallboy. And I don't know if you can see that right there, but it says it's the lab. I holla at y'all.